Hey guys, it's time for another Redneck review. This is Robert here. Sorry, my hair's a little out of whack. Anyway, today we're going to be going over Batman #1 from the New 52 line. Alright, so I know this one is past and everything. I'm trying to do some older stuff to give you my thoughts on each individual issue. I took this off my wall to show this to everybody, so I hope you all appreciate that. Anyway, Batman #1, the New 52 line. It's a $2.99 book. As you, probably most of you know, it's written by Scott Snyder and drawn by Greg Capullo. Alright, well, we start things off here in Gotham. It's a little bit brighter here today, so I can do this without the light. Here's every Saturday, Gotham Gazette includes a small lifestyle piece called Gotham Is. In the column Radium, Gothamites are asked to complete the sentence. Gotham is, using 3 words or less. The Gazette has been running Gotham's column for years, ever since I was a boy. There was some. Here are some of the words used to describe Gotham past few weeks: damned, cursed, bedlam, murderous, and it goes off. It shows him fighting a crime break of some of his major villains. We see Two-Face here, Croc, the Riddler. He goes, Gotham is villainous. Gotham is a losing game. Gotham is hopeless. And they're all coming after Batman in this picture, through his eyes, basically. You're all ours now. No way out, Bats. Sorry, there is no place like home. Because before the New 52, Batman and Green Lantern were the books that didn't start over from the New 52. They just kept going with the original continuity. Yeah, I like that. I'm glad they kept with stuff I already knew. Anyway, it starts off. It keeps on going with him breaking up this jailbreak, and there's this awesome picture of Batman right here that I want everybody to see, because I love that picture. He's beating up Croc and Two-Face at the same time. Once in a while, someone names one of the city's villains in their answer to the Gotham Is question. Usually, it's some kind of teenager going for shock value, but now and then, someone actually tries to make the argument that the city is best reflected in its villains. Like, for example, Gotham is to Two-Face, meaning Gotham is a city that at odds with itself, basically. You have the great exterior of a loving community, and then at nighttime you have people who are just trying to kill you. Alright, or Gotham is like Killer Croc, meaning the city is little more than a cannibalistic monster. And he just goes on and on about how it's like all his different villains or whatnot. And then, in the shocking parts to this particular comic, he makes the general comparison about all his villains, but there's only one we all really care about, and we see this little twisted thing in the corner right here, this face that's smiling, and it's the Joker, and we're all like, something particularly depraved or twisted, he says. He goes, there you are, and here I was beginning to think you were going to die without saying goodbye to me. So it looks like the Joker here. It looks like he's coming to kill Batman behind him, and he's just using the other villains as a distraction. He goes, and Batman says, "You ready to do this?" Ah, always. So serious. Fine then. So when I first read this, it blew my mind, because I was like, Batman and the Joker working together. I know this is the New 52, but this can't happen. And we go on here. They managed to. Luckily, it wasn't. But we see them over here. The Joker helping him fight. Because of course, one of the most common answers to the question is, Gotham is Batman. Gotham is Batman. Gotham is Batman City. Gotham is the Batman. I'll answer in my partial to myself. Because still, I like to think a vote for Batman is a border affirmation vote for all Gotham's heroes. So he tells him, I think it's I know that this Gotham is my city, basically. He's telling him, and we find out. We go to the first new issue of the New 52 where he is talking with Gordon, and it's on the rooftop scene. So great memorabilia spot right here where he goes, I still don't understand a full-scale breakout with no workings. You know, we have the it shows the bat signal up here. Got here on the first lines. He's just explaining to Gordon what's going on. He goes, I still don't understand a full-scale breakout with no warning. It wasn't a breakout. I've been investigating a weak link at Arkham Asylum. A guard named Matthews. I was coming for him. He sprang the doors to stop me. Not Dan Matthews. He's one of the best men on payroll there. I've known him since he was an academy boy. Gordon tells him he's got a father with health problems, a divorce looming. He and Bella are getting a divorce? Gordon didn't understand that. I had no idea. Neither does she. Geez, who's the new pal? Cocktail waitress, iceberg lounge, impressive sheet on her of her own. So this guy's basically been screwing around his wife. No, don't feel too bad for him now. And you found him out? How? You had a man on the inside? Something like that. Dad Matthews on the take at Arkham. There's nobody the scum of Gotham can't get to, is there? I wouldn't say that. One more thing. This is Gordon looking at me because, one more thing. On the CC footage, it almost looks like you fighting alongside the Joker. Tell me that'd be ridiculous. That'd be ridiculous, Jim. He tells him over here. So, it flew us all through a loop when we opened this issue. That's what I figured, just a simple trick of light. And we find ourselves in the Batcave, this beautifully drawn Batcave. Where we see the dinosaur figurine and the large penny and everything like that. And all of a sudden we see, again, this new buddy of Batman's, the Joker, as we thought it was. He goes, you do actually practice brooding. Because I always suspected, he goes, I'm working. You're practicing brooding, he's telling him. He goes, with the computer off. Satisfied? Impressed? It's a new system I'm testing, and contact lenses with a remote access processor linked to the computer down here. And Dick, take off the MP mask. So let all of your minds at ease. It's Dick Grayson wearing a new form of camouflage for Batman. You see it right here. He's the Joker one minute. It flashes, and it's an EMP like camouflage. It's crazy. Well, they quickly disperse from that and head upstairs where they find Tim Drake and Damian Wayne. They all go. It's a who's who of Gotham in here. He's hosting another party. They do that periodically up at Wayne Manor. There's facial recognition go. Facial recognition. Algorithm activating. So he's using this new lens. He's trying to see if it's working. And we see the lens looks at everyone. He goes, Tim Drake, former Robin, current Red Robin, Teen Titans member, access level high. Damian Wayne, current Robin, access level high. Dick Grayson, former Robin, current Nightwing, access level high. So it's basically going through facial recognition stuff with a contact lens. It's so cool. And they're all tell me he's not using facial recognition for the party. They're all like the party he's using it to remember who you are, Drake. He's like, basically Damian's telling him, you're just not important anymore. Just stop. And I still like Tim Drake as a character. I thought it was great that he took over Robin after we had Nightwing. And run diagnostics, he's telling the computer, and you call yourself a detective. He goes, you're using technology. I always knew you'd be nothing without your gadgets. Damian tells him. Lately, I've been asking myself, Gotham is the question a lot. So he's in here. He reveals a brand new. He's pitching some new fundraiser for everybody. He goes, it's his turn to talk, and he goes, what is Gotham City to me, Bruce Wayne? In a single word, home, family, purpose. But the real truth is, I couldn't answer the question. But then I remembered something my father, Thomas Wayne, used to say to me before bed, sometimes back when I was a boy, and I had a bad day, when I'd fallen down a hole in the ground and skinned my knee. At the end of the day, like he'd pat me on the head and say, Bruce, tomorrow is one dream away. That was his phrase, sentimental. I know, but still I worked for him. Now, as most of you know, my father died when I was just a boy. He was gunned down along with my mother in Crime Alley across town. And as you can imagine, the days following his death were the worst of my life. Days of anger and fear and sadness. Still, that phrase, my father's phrase, tomorrow is just a dream away. It kept coming back to me, and deep down I knew, much as it hurt right then, things would get better. I like that. I really like that part with Bruce. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, friends, my point is, this is when circumstances are changing or frightening, asking ourselves what our city is. Is it pointless? Because all we will see when we look around at the buildings and streets will be our own fears, our own frustrations, our own demons. But if we stop looking to the present and the past, and instead we look to the future, if we ask ourselves what can be, what will be tomorrow, then we're asking the right question, because we hope to dream. To predict is to shape the city yourself, rather than be shaped by it. Putting my money where my mouth is. Next month, Wayne Enterprises will begin investing aggressively and immediately in Gotham's future. Working with various domestic design firms, we've already set in motion an initiative to rebuild some of Gotham's most derelict industrial neighborhoods from their plan of moving boldly to expand a modernized Gotham public transit system. I can't tell you how excited, how hopeful I am about these plans. Much more will be revealed in the coming days. But for now, I ask you to do this. Look past what Gotham was, what Gotham is, and imagine for just one moment what Gotham as it will be. Yeah, and he just shows this hologram of the sun. Well, we see him going through here and schmoozing through the crowd, as Bruce Wayne always does. He goes, a better, brighter Gotham is just a dream away, he keeps telling himself. And the lens is working. It says, Alfred Pennyworth, caretaker, Wayne Estate, access level high. And he goes, well done, Bruce Wayne. And all of a sudden, he goes through here. He runs into Alfred. It goes through him, and he makes sure it works to someone as important as Alfred. Well, he goes to the crowd. He runs into Lincoln March. Bruce Wayne. Lincoln is he's introduced by one of the other guests. Because Lincoln March is running for mayor. Yes, I know. And March ventured. You underwrote Leslie Tompkins' satellite clinic on the east side, didn't you? He goes, wow, I'm impressed. We find out that Lincoln March, CEO of March Venture, current Gotham City mayoral candidate. He's a bigwig, and this guy's going to be important in the story arc. Any friend of Leslie, he says, is a friend of mine. That depends on. He goes, that depends on. Do you have yours? Does that mean I have your vote? He goes, do you have your vote? He goes, and this, I'm certain. I certainly am interested. Can I ask how many investors you have lined up already? You can ask, he says. That many. Like I said, we've been aggressive in our efforts to recruit partners. Luckily, the response has been largely enthusiastic, Bruce tells him. Well, all kidding aside, I really am interested in playing a part, Bruce. Can we set something up? Of course. What do you have in mind? Breakfast or lunch? We could. He just tells him. All of a sudden, he gets a little call from Alfred. And the commissioner's there too. He gets the call, and Bruce is listening in on every part of the conversation. All right, good. All right, ready to go. I'm sorry. Go go on. He's coughing to hear what's going on. Lip read acting, ocular targeting. So he can zoom in on an object and listen to what a person's saying by licking their lips. Yeah, that's what Batman is. So cool. All right. Well, anyway, he's reading on here. He goes. He's telling me that there's been a murder with they're investigating, and someone's yelling out Bruce. Well, you can't see the lips of who it is, but he tells the new mayoral candidate. I'm sorry, what? I was saying I could do as early as tomorrow lunch. Talk about your plans. Of course, tomorrow, Alfred. Set it up, will you? Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment, Lincoln. I need to get some air. And we see him jump away from the party and getting in the Batman costume. Awesome picture, by the way. And we have Harvey Bullock coming down here, the one cop in the world who hated Batman. No, no, you rakes, dude. Just prop up the weather tarp first. Raindrops that raindrops evidence no match. Geez, they grow them stupid nowadays. Hello, Harvey. Back to stealth mode, I see. Hey, bats. Come on, let's go back. Let's go look at some art. And we see this guy who is basically stripped down to his underwear, who was murdered by a thing of mercury darts. The thing was, they said in this particular issue, I don't want to show it because it's kind of a brutal image, but he's knocked in here by these darts that didn't hit any arteries. And what that means is the guy that killed him wanted it to be slow. And it's just they tell me that the landlord found him on a routine rent and run. We went by the name Sam Striggs, but when we ran it, it turned out to be a phony guy. Has no credible ID in the apartment, nothing on his prints. He paid everything in cash. A true blue John Doe. And they just see him and they know that he just keeps telling Batman he's whoever did this wanted him to suffer. The post that he goes, look at the blades. They have post stickers on them. They're antique throwing knives, professional grade. The grooves are filled with mercury for steadier flight, meaning that he was poisoned terribly. I'd like to take one, he said. Hell, he goes, hell, it's not like we're going to run out and make anything of the symbol. It's an owl. Here, I meant, do you think it's anything to do with that old wives' tale about the... I know what you meant, Batman tells him. Run DNA analysis, looks like skin beneath the victim's fingernails, possibly the killer's. Running up so that the ocular implant is working. And he's going through here, he's investigating the crime scene like Batman, the great detective is. What is it? Give me your cigar, he says. My cigar? That smell is lensed oil, a common paint thinner, but that intensely it's too strong. So our guy spilled a can of paint thinner on what? Maybe. And it's closing this message saying Bruce Wayne will die tomorrow. Or maybe he was using it to leave a last message of wearing before he was murdered. Well, our John Doe wasn't a Nostradamus, that's for sure. I'm just saying. He goes, have you run that stuff yet? Almost. I know you and Wayne are pals and all, but guy like Wayne, they don't get how the city works way we do. I mean, I listened to his speech tonight on the radio, all about what Gotham is and was and will be. When it comes to Gotham, though, he goes quiet. He's still on the... You're sure? Quiet, sir. Quite, sir. The skin cells beneath the victim's fingernails came back a perfect match. Look, I didn't mean to knock your boy Wayne. I'm just saying. My view is when it comes to Gotham, you don't know it, brother. It knows you. And the moment you think otherwise, the moment you get too uncomfortable, that's when it stabs you right in the back. Because about everything Gotham is a mystery. And we see right here that the match on the fingernails, it's Dick Grayson. So we are left in this one issue with a bit of a cliffhanger, and we had to wait a whole month on this one. Alright guys, so that's your Redneck review from Batman #1. And you can imagine, to me, it doesn't get much better. This one was a great starter to the new 52 Batman. As far as the story goes, I liked it. It had twists, it had turns, it had Batman fighting with a Joker. It threw us through a loop. So I liked it. It wasn't particularly an action-packed issue, but still very worthy to start off a new universe tie into that. So I'm going to give it a perfect comic. Of course, it's Batman. You know, he's got to have a perfect comic. So anyway, please, I highly recommend Batman from the new 52. Pick up the trade paperback, guys. I'm trying to do better about recommending stuff to you, is what I set out to do. And like I said, bring out some comments on me. Tell me what I'm doing right or wrong. If you have a question for me or our founder of Redneck Reviews, Lane White, please don't hesitate to ask us. We want to get you talking. We want to know if we're doing something right. But just let us know. We want to be an effective review site for you. Alright guys, that's your Redneck Review from Robert, and God bless you all. And happy Valentine's Day in this month. Goodbye.